Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. We have a mascot today. Woo! Couple of announcements, more than a couple. We have a mascot today, and I saw this cat yesterday at John Lewis's in London. Actually, it's the Peter Jones bit. Yeah, found this mascot and it was just calling to me, so I picked it up. So, question is, what do we call this mascot? What do we call this mascot for Abstract Medicine? As you know, I'm a real lover of cats. Cats just come to me all the time, wherever I am in the world. When I'm on phone calls to my friends, when I'm in Italy, I'm literally like being followed and harassed by cats. I kid you not. If you travel with me, you'll understand. But I have a particular resonance with black cats. No surprise, as a shaman, as a witch, as a light worker. Black cats in particular, they love to work with me and give me the magic as well. Absolutely love black cats. So what should we call this black cat? I feel like this is a male. I don't feel like this is a female. So we're going to leave the cat here on the side. Maybe we can, there you go, so you guys can see. And the other announcement is my friend Rick. So shout out to Ricardo. He has been a follower of mine for quite some time. We met in Los Angeles while I was doing a mural. He's a graffiti artist, and his Instagram is utilize. I can't remember the name, the number exactly, but I'll put it in the description box. And he sent me a lovely t-shirt. With his image on it, or his icon on it, which is really cool. So there's two things. Either follow me on Instagram so you can see what I look like with the t-shirt in my art studio. And the second thing is also to check out Rick's work, or his street name Utilize's work. It's pretty cool. He's been doing a tour of Europe and he's been doing he's been doing some graffiti work in Paris, in Italy. I'm not sure if he did a stint in London doing graffiti, so that's awesome. And then, of course, the other thing is, thank you so much for those of you who are starting to book readings and sessions with me. I will get back to you. For some of you who've already paid, I'll get back to you with an arrangement in terms of a date. Please do let me know as well when's best for you. I can do pretty much any time. Possibly the best time in the UK for me is after 4 o'clock in the afternoon to maybe like 8 in the evening. So at 1600 to 2000, okay? GMT, so British time. And yeah, let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. So thank you. Yeah, just one last thing. As you know, all of my sessions are open now, so you can just go directly to booking. And I also have an exciting new class which is Italian through art history. So if you'd like to learn Italian and like to know specific movement in art history as well, you're more than welcome to book this course. There's 4 different classes and it's part of one course. Okay, very exciting. And the rest of it obviously is shamanic healing, tarot, general cartomancy, 3 separate options, dream interpretation, and of course meditation, as you know. All right, enough ramble. Let's get into it, okay? I think this is going to be another general reading today. Not feeling quite cool to do pick a piles just yet. And I hear you going, oh, go on. I know, but let's just do a general reading today, all right? Let's do a general reading. All right, let's use the Ina Segal cards. I know that you like these cards. Let's just see, okay? What's the general message? What's the general message? All right. And thank you for your messages. I will get back to you. I've just been out of the loop for a little bit, and I'll get back to you. Okay. Right. What is the general message for Abstract Medicine Collective, please? Thank you. Sorry about that. You can probably hear me sipping my chai tea. very inelegant. But yeah, what's up with you lot? What's up with you? Please do send me messages as well. You can put a comment as well, just to let me know what you're up to. And I hope you all had a lovely new year as well. We're already almost at the end of January basically now. So yeah. Okay. There's a card going to come out today. Card for the Abstract Medicine Collective. One card. Okay, the card is Love Your Body. Love Your Body. Okay, you can take a screenshot of it as well. This is the Mystical Healing Reading Cards by Ina Segal. And I'll read the info at the end as well. So Love Your Body, number 21. Okay, so, quite obviously the person in this image is touching their stomach slightly. There's also a slight exposure to the x-ray vision of her leg, her bone as well, her bones. I'm hearing femur as well. There could be an issue there. Interestingly, because I had a conversation with a friend of mine, I know that there has been some sort of concern over the vaginal area over there in terms of movement there, and but yeah, it's quite interesting that there is a connection here between the stomach, the pelvic floor as well, pelvic area all the way to the ankle, particularly on your left side for some of you as well, on your feminine side. The left side is the feminine, the receptive side, and the right side is the active, the masculine side. Okay. And this is also in tune with Kabbalah as well. And yeah, there could be something here in terms of that. I'm going to leave that there for the moment and then we'll read into it later. Okay, which cards are we going to use today? I do have a new deck, which I have not used, but I'm not sure if I want to use them just yet. I'm not sure if I want to use them. Seeing that I spoke about Rick, my friend Rick utilised, we're going to use a Tattoo Tarot. I think this is quite cool. Street cards. Okay, so let's get into this. What is it, the collective? It feels very quiet on your end, generally speaking, collective. But we will tap in, won't we? My John Lewis cat. It's a little bit tricky to shuffle these cards. I'm going to try and shuffle them in a different way. I think that'll do. Shuffle here, shuffle there. Feels very quiet on your end, Abstract Medicine community. What's going on? It feels like something's brewing, something you're holding back, possibly. All right. I'm actually filming this at, I think 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. in the morning. I think it's the best time for me to film at the moment. They're doing roadworks, so it just helps me to concentrate better. Okay, one more. Okay, I've got 2 cards coming out already. So we have the 5 of Wands and we have the 7 of Wands. I apologise for moving the camera too much. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands here. Sorry, 5 of Wands and 7 of Coins. By the way, so in some of my readings, I say the wrong card number or suit, by the way. This is not intentional, this is the channeling that comes through, and sometimes that information needs to be heard. So say, for example, I say the 7 of Wands, then it's the energy of the 7 of Wands along with the 7 of Coins, if that makes sense. If you hear that, this is not, this is like a divine mistake, okay? All right, so I've got the challenging energy here. and the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins usually is financial stability, taking time to process as well, and I would say to build. It takes time. Seven of Coins usually is, coins is in year increments, usually as a timing card. So that could be 7 years. So maybe you've been competing to invest or competing to build, or you've been patient to not to, maybe you're in a very competitive industry, and this may have something to do with your confidence too, here with the lady holding her tummy area here. The stomach area here is all about confidence, the ego as well, and if this is in balance, then the confidence is there. If it's out of balance, there could also of course be issues on issues. What did I say? Issues. Okay, interesting. I said so basically there could be issues in your stomach. There could be something about an intention, or your intuition could be out of whack. There could be a block there in terms of intuition as well, out of balance as well. Of course, with coins, it's also about financial stability, and maybe there's been financial balance or competition with regard to the industry that you work in, particularly in work. But I did say Seven of Wands as well, so I would say, Seven of Wands, can be. I mean, Wands is all about passion. Wands is all about fire and excitement. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Tattoo Tarot book if we can find it. I don't know if I've got a book on that actually. Anyway, we'll read into it later. Okay, we'll read into it. Yeah. All right. So. Yeah, the Hanged Man. So I did say about something that you're hanging back, you're holding off. There could be something that you've been working towards that you're needing to be patient. There could be something that you're really highly competitive about. This could be maybe like you're training to compete for something. Like maybe it's like an Olympics. I'm hearing like someone on a track race. Someone who works I keep hearing works in a very competitive sector. In their industry. This could be anything, just whatever it is, you'll understand what I'm saying if this resonates for you. And I do feel like there's a real need for you from spirit to be patient. I'm seeing I'm seeing The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm seeing that there's that science. There's a professor figure that looks like a duck, and he says to the lady who's all in stitches, the romantic sort of counterpart to Jack Skellington. And the scientist goes, "You've got to be patient. You've got to be patient." And she goes, "But I don't want to be patient." So she has all of this like zest for life, this excitement to do something different, to get out of the box, let's say, to maybe it's something about getting out of the box mentality, or getting out of the box thinking, where you're so excited about this drive for something, a quest for life, a zest for life. Maybe there's a quest in your life that you're really wanting to drive into, let's say. You're really excited about. I feel that excitement for you. But you're met with a slight challenge from spirit, even to say, look, you've got to be patient. And you're going, but I don't want to be patient. I want to do this, I want to do that. So, the best things are, it's like a beautiful wine I'm seeing. I'm seeing a wonderful, I'm seeing, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a vault with beautiful bottles of wine that have been there for years and years and years. It's the energy of maturation. The best wine is the oldest wine. I would know because I love wine and I'm Italian. This is a very classic thing about knowing wine, but also because my family are into it as well, literally into wine. But yeah, there's an energy of like maturation, energy of like needing to savor this moment right now because there is something exciting happening. All right. And then we have the Nine of Cups, yeah, so no surprise. So, whatever you are working towards, whatever you're really excited about, I feel this excitement for you. Guys, I'm so excited for you. I don't know what this is, but I mean, there is a hint for me because of the conversation I had with a friend of mine even last night. But I feel like this is an energy for all of you, Abstract Medicine community. I love you so much, seriously. Like, whatever you're working towards, we are a part of this community together, you know, and I'm included on that. Yay! You know, there's something that you're going to get your desires met. This is something that this is like a dream that you're wanting to fulfill, and I feel like emotionally and spiritually you are guided on this. And yeah, this is something very exciting, beautiful. Okay, let's just see. I just want to see something. Okay, you know, and the Seven of Coins, I said the Seven of Wands, remember, at the beginning. Seven of Wands is also about needing to be assertive, needing to hold your ground, I would say, but it's also about courage as well. Yeah, so courage too is involved here. And of course, we have the Hangman, which is the major arcana here. Let me just pull out these cards. Okay. And the Five of Coins. Okay. Okay, so right. Okay, so I would say that this is over here, and I feel like that's just a kind of something that's on your mind right now is the Five of Coins. So I feel like there's the energy of challenge, there's an energy of something like an obstacle in the way here. And I think that right now we as abstract medicine community are a little bit worried about our finances, aren't we? We're worried about our finances. It's January, the timing of this reading. As you know, all of my videos are timings. All of my readings are timeless. Mercury retrograde, mismatch on the communication there. All of my readings are timeless. Yeah. So the Five of Coins is needing to, I would say in this card for me, it's needing to be careful of our finances, essentially. And I would say that we're feeling really cold. Like, usually it's the energy of feeling left out in the cold, but there's a skull here. So we're basically like almost to the brink of an end in our finances, or at least that's how it feels. Excuse me. At least that's excuse me. At least that's how it feels. It feels like there is an end of financial flow coming through, isn't it? But we see here that there's fire around it. And then we have here, this to me looks like a wand right in the middle. And I feel like, with the skull energy, it feels like there needs to be a transformation in the finances. And I feel like there is something happening beyond the scene outside of ourselves with maybe guides, celestial guides. We've got 4 stars here. Maybe 4 stars could be significant for you. 4 stars could be like maybe like a cultural reference or something, or maybe I'm seeing like a t-shirt, like a basketball player wearing a 4 stars t-shirt or something, or I don't know. I'm also seeing Converse as well. I don't know. I'm seeing sports in particular in my mind's eye, but yeah, there seems to be something brewing here outside, and I feel like there needs to be an active ending in a certain situation. And so this could be, for some of you, you may have changed jobs recently. This could be something where you stopped doing something, or that you maybe have ended a project and there has been an end of financial income, right? But this is needed. Actually, there's a hidden star right there. It's 5. Interesting. I did not see that. 5 stars, and there's a dot here. Can you see that? 5 stars and a dot. So I feel like there definitely has been a change. I do feel like you're celestially guided. I feel like you particularly have 5 guides, each one of you have 5 guides. I feel like one is particularly hidden, but there's 4 prominent figures. I do see archangels coming through for you, and I feel like they in particular are helping you on this mission. But there needs to be a transformation and an ending in a project, or an ending in something, in order for this transformation in your finances to also take place in the physical. But I feel like this is obviously what they're saying to me is coins, money, energy is energy. It's whatever, it's a currency that comes in and comes out. So there's a need also to detach yourself from that worry and detach yourself from holding on. which I can understand. You know, I've ended a project at this time, and I'm just about to start a new one. You know, so it's always it's a bit worrying. It's a bit worrying, and it's a bit scary as well with the skull there. But I think there's a need to also just face the music and dance. I'm hearing, but just, you know, get on with it and have this spark for life in order to to start your project. But I do still feel like there's a need to hang back. All right, so hang back in terms of showcasing it to the world is what I would say. It feels like a need to just keep working at it. You know, it's energy of hermit energy, I would say, for you. Abstract medicine, it's a need to just keep putting the love in here with the Ace of Cups. And I'm jumping around with cards, but there's a beautiful order in this. So there's a need to keep putting the love in here, and we have the sun here. So maybe this financial income, I'm hearing financial grace, interesting, that's coming through, will come through for Leo season, possibly. You know, July, August time, possibly for some of you. I do also see two doves here as well. I'm hearing a lot of football references, as in soccer football. Interesting. I'm hearing 3 lines on a shirt. I'm hearing that. And anyway, so I'm hearing two, it takes 2 to tango. So there could be a partnership in terms of work as well. In particular, where it's under the 7 of coins, where there could be someone who wants to come in to work with you for the next 7 years. So right now, this is all kind of being withheld from you, from spirit. And I know that you're feeling challenged. Maybe some of you are feeling challenged in terms of romance as well. I'll get into that in a sec. But we have the 4 of coins as well. 3 of wands, 4 of coins. There's a lot of excitement here. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of money situation here. Okay, as we can see, we've got wands, coins, an Ace of Cups, a 9 of Cups. Nine and Ace is a 10. You're gonna look. You're gonna get what you want, that you'll love to do, and you're gonna reach that sense of amazing harmony, and it's going to be so satisfying at the end of this mission. I'm hearing it's going to be so satisfying at the end of this mission. But right now, there's a real need to just hold back, see something in a different perspective. Maybe right now you're also going through an enlightening period at this time. You know, you may be having a spiritual awakening as well. Very strong Piscean energy here. Maybe you're having like interesting dreams as well. I have been. But maybe there's something about needing to hold back, and I keep hearing hold back, but seeing things in a different perspective. I do also see that your approach to your next project, or your approach to your next gig or thing or work is going to be done in a slightly different way. I don't think it's going to be dramatically different, but it's going to be done in a slightly different way. Sometimes even just right now, like flip your head over just a little bit and just start to see what you're looking at in a slightly different way. You know, it gives inspiration, it gives further inspiration. And what that does, it also allows you to release your ego as well. Because basically your heart, in this position, your heart is above your head there. Your heart is above your head there. And so remember, at the very beginning, we said love your body, and there's an issue possibly for some of you with regard to confidence. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel confident enough. This is a very competitive sector that I'm working in. I've been doing this for 7 years. This is, you know, I've been patient. I've been working so hard. I've been putting gumption. I've putting courage into it. I've been really excited about it, but something is still being withheld from me. Maybe, you know, something, I've been trying to get into this industry for so long, and it's being withheld. It's like there's been a block, but there's a need to continue to be courageous and to stand your ground here. Very important, specifically if you work in the creative field. Very important to be diligent, have a very good work ethic, have authenticity about your work. Respect as well with people that are around you. You never know who you're working with, but just generally be kind, of course, as well. And then, of course, to be patient, okay? To want it, to really want it, but also there's a need to also just release it as well. Sometimes when we really want something, of course, the whole universe can conspire to help us achieve that goal, as Patrickios says so beautifully in his words through The Alchemist, in The Alchemist. But there are also times in terms of the universal laws in order to hold back as well, and just also to release that grip as well on the world and on your desires. Sometimes it's good to let the universe, actually it's very good to let the universe help you. So once you pray, you let go. When you want something, it's also good to release it too. And just focus on what you love, essentially. Okay. And without a doubt, with the 10 of Cups adding up here with the 9 and the Ace of Cups, so much love, so much joy, and so much satisfaction is on the other end of this challenging precipice that I feel like a lot of you are going through or on right now. But there's also financial stability, major financial stability. Remember, I said the next 7 years, there could be someone coming in for you. You're asking when, possibly. I feel like it's going to be within the next 4 months, possibly, for a lot of you, or for a lot of you, it could be even 4 years. But even still, just, I know it seems like a long time, but actually in 4 years you can achieve so much, and it can literally just fly by. Okay, I know that could be quite disappointing for some of you, but it's just a blip. I'm also seeing some of you are getting insights about this through dreaming of water. So you're basically like jumping from one dimension into the other. So I feel like there's going to be a blip for you. Some of you have Pisces in your chart very prominently here. I'm going to get to this card in a sec, but I do feel like it could feel like 4 years here with the 4 of coins, but actually it could be 4 months. So depending on your vibration, you can actually quicken the pace. I'm hearing you can quicken the pace, which is essentially the energy of what I spoke about in terms of being on a track as well. So I feel like you're about to, it's like the person's about to shoot the gun and ready, set, and then go, ready, set, go. So I do feel like you feel like there's a race, but I also feel like you're able to change space and time, which is beautiful energy. It's very alchemical energy, and it's very metaphysical energy, and of course it's very Archangel Metatron energy too. Archangel Metatron is an archangel who works very well with Archangel Michael, by the way, Michael. I don't really have that much of a he's saying I do, but I just don't know it. Okay, interesting. But I feel like there's an energy of manifestation power, but there's an energy of basically getting into his chariot and then just changing space and time. It's basically a Merkaba. I have a Merkaba crystal just up there, which you can't see. But it's kind of a 7-pointed star. And depending on how you look at it, of course, here with the Hangman, how you look at it, it almost looks like a cube. So it's amazing. Have a look into that. So it's a 7-pointed star. It's a Merkaba, Merkaba, and you turn it, and it looks like a cube. So it looks like a 4-point. So really interesting here. So I feel like it's the energy of 4th dimension to 7 dimension travel. So I think a lot of you are also getting upgraded in terms of I'm hearing metabolic rate as well could be changing as well in the next 4 months to 4 years, so in terms of your health, but also just generally in terms of what it is that you want to achieve. You could be quickening the pace of this. The 3 of Wands is the idea that I feel, for me, it's the energy of course, something very exciting. Again, that you're about to move forwards towards. You're about to take on an adventure here with the 3 of Wands. There's excitement. There's been inspiration, and now there's a need to activate that. Yeah, with the 4 of Wands. 3 of Wands. And I feel like, of course, there has been a need for patience. You're just about to go, but it's waiting for the right time to move forward. It's waiting for your ships to come in, as a lot of tarot readers like myself say. It's waiting for your opportunity. It's waiting for your time to pounce. And interesting, we have this cat here. So, with cats, it's also this energy of watch, observe, see things from a different perspective, of course, and then go for the kill, essentially. Not literally, but go for the kill. 4 of Coins is giving me the energy of major stability that's coming in. That stability, financial stability, has been a challenge for you. I see that here. There's also a need there's a feeling of holding on, as I said before. Four of Coins is about holding on, maybe gripping onto it as well. But I would say there's a need to just, just be in that flow energy here with this interesting animal, this interesting creature, where there's like, they have a snake tongue, but they have a fish tail. So I don't know what that is. Is that an eel? I don't think eels have fish tongues, forked tongues. I feel like this is kind of a mythical creature as well. But yeah, I feel like there's a need to just hold off from like putting major financial investments. So for example, like if it's something that's related to your work, then I would say do that. So for example, yesterday I picked up an iPad mini, which is cool. But there's a reason why I'm doing that. Yeah. And it's obviously for my work, for my business. And but hold off from, like, if it's something for work, then put your energy towards it in terms of like tools and equipment. But I would say in terms of like big major spendings, hold off from that at least for the next 4 months if you can. But I also do see that someone, so now there's an energy of romance coming through, but I will say that there is a connection for me with this symbol here. The symbol could be significant for you. I see teepee ceremony here. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. Just have a look at the symbols here and see if there's anything that really resonates with you, okay? But I do see that a lot of you are going to be getting involved with maybe some ceremonies. Maybe these are retreats, spiritual retreats, or just your own retreat that you create as well. And there's a need, of course, to just see that there is going to be greener times. Let's say there are going to be greener times, but please don't think that the other side of the fence, or whatever the phrase is greener, because everyone's going through their own thing. And please don't compare yourself to other people, especially on social media. Just do you, and have that confidence within you that whatever you are creating, whatever you're putting out there in the world, in whichever industry in your line of work, is good enough. And please have that confidence that is enough. Just please don't have any feeling of competition, essentially. But I do feel like whatever you have been going through has been challenging, and I feel like it's almost over. They're saying it's almost over, and this is part of, running the gauntlet, as part of learning. And I'm hearing this is the test of time. That this is a need for being tested. There's a need to be tested, so that, because there's a phrase that speaks about God wouldn't put you in a situation if he, or goddess, she didn't feel that you were able to surpass it and deal with it. All things, which seems almost unjust, even thinking about certain situations that maybe we've gone through. But he wouldn't have put you in a situation if he didn't feel like you could handle it. And of course, there's other factors involved here. This is a factor of time, as well as a factor of other timelines. It's a factor of past lives too, because there is also the law of karma. There are many laws. There are many universal laws, by the way. There's almost like over 17 universal laws that we have forgotten in our matrix, in our world, in the 3D, 4D world, as we are tapped into this magic. There are other magics, if that makes sense. So, let me just have a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Cups. Okay, I wanted to get to that. So, again, in terms of your line of work, there's an energy of needing to really tap into the masculine end of yourself, the masculine side of yourself. And I know that there's, obviously, especially if you're creative, it's tapping into a side of your brain that's different from the logical side of the brain. So it's a side of your brain that is feminine, let's say, in nature, because you're channeling, you're receiving information, whether you like to admit it or not. All creatives are channels, okay? receiving information and then you're putting it out in the world. It's the putting out in the world element that has been the challenge for some of you. But it's activating that masculine energy within you in order to know that it is based on, I'm hearing a story of love. Some of you could be writers, artists, of course, graffiti artists as well, musicians, you work in music fields, you work in, or it does not have to be, it could be investment, whatever it is, because I do see a lot of finances here. It could be, you could be coaches, this could be even be something that you're thinking about doing, about coaching. I'm hearing the Hermit, the cards aren't here, I'm just feeling into it. There could be that. And there's a need for emotional compassion and intelligence here as well, and putting love into it, but also the energy of maturation. I'm hearing being mature, feeling mature here with the King of Cups. You know, the Five of Cups is someone, interestingly, who, and the Five of Coins we have here, is someone who, it's someone who has a lot of regret, Close of Cups rather, someone who has a lot of regrets and disappointments as well. There could be a particular male who has had many disappointments and regrets. So there was also a tear here and an eye with tears. They have a lot of love. This person has a lot of love. I'm moving on to the love section now. This person has a lot of love to give. This person has needed to, I'm hearing On the Wings of Love, I'm hearing that song, has needed to really understand what love is for themselves. And that's the energy of maturation as well. I spoke about at the very beginning in terms of the wine analogy. This person has shed many tears as well, and I feel like this person has come out of a separation. Has separated from someone that they were with for quite some time. This person has a very prominent Pisces, I would say Pisces or Cancer in their chart. I'm not really getting much Scorpio, but there could be. And I feel like if this isn't you, then this could be you yourselves who are in separation from this person at this time from your divine counterpart, possibly. Okay, not all of you, but possibly. I do also see that things are going to be changing in terms of your love life for the next 10 years. Definitely. That's going to be 100% certainty for the positive, for the better. I do see that whatever you're working towards as well in terms of finances, buying a home, wanting more stability in your life. 9 and Ace and 10 is all about going towards what you love, focusing on that, just basically making sure that your confidence is in balance, but also the love is there. So it's basically aligning the fire and the watery element to work together in order to create that vortex to fasten the pace, I'm hearing, to shorten the time span period. So rather than having to wait around as well too long, maybe start alchemizing that within your body, internally. There's a lot that can be done in a very short space of time when you meditate as well. It's amazing what manifests. It's incredible, actually. So start activating that now with your receptive, going in like the high priestess energy, really going in and asking for the answers that you need, not saying very much. And then when you're ready to activate it in the physical, you'll be able to do that. I do also see lots of messages coming through as well, communication coming through too. In terms of love and also work opportunities, specifically in terms of partnerships. But going back to romance, I do see that there's someone who would like to maybe even partner with you in terms of a work situation. That's up to you whether you would like to do that or not. But I do see that both of you have been through challenging times. I do feel like some of you or one of you are waiting for that person to come back in, and there has been, as I said, someone at a distance, someone who you've been in separation from. The Four of Coins is saying that there has been someone who's needed to hold off because there has been maybe arguments and conflicts in the relationship or situation that you have been in or you are in at the moment. Maybe this is something to do with something that may have happened during Pisces season last year, February, what am I talking about? 20th of February to the 20th of March. There could have been something quite significant that may have happened during that period where there may have been conflict, arguments, maybe even about finances itself. Or maybe one of you has been impatient as well. Maybe even one of you has been impatient for the other person to pop the question as well. I do see that here with the Diamond, Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups. This is something that you're wanting. Maybe you've invested a lot of time in this relationship and this is something that you've been wanting and wishing to get married to this person and they just never ended up doing it, so you separated from this person. Okay, which was of course very sad, and I feel like someone has been in regret energy. I have to point out with the Three of Wands, I do see that there has been someone who had been fishing, I'm hearing, trying to see if the grass was greener on the other side, and they realized that they had regretted putting action towards that, or even thinking about it or contemplating it, because it had caused a rupture or an argument in the relationship, a challenging situation nonetheless. Anyway, for some of you who are wanting to have children, this is going to be your time. I would say that this year is going to be a wonderful time for you. I do see that there's going to be possibly a Pisces as a child coming through. Beautiful. Some of you already have children. Some of you have a child between 10 and 11 years old as well. Or, yeah, that's what I see here. Okay, interesting. Seven of Swords, I don't know if I should... Yes, they're saying to point that out. So Seven of Swords... is someone who's been very deceitful, someone who's very deceitful. There has been betrayal energy, and we have the Knave of Swords. So maybe someone came in, someone may have been younger than you as well, in terms of romance, who maybe came in and just said what they had to say in a very cutting way. This could be male or female, does not have to be necessarily a male, but we do have a male here. I also do see that there could be a child of yours, possibly one of you who has a child who is a boy, a male, or a teenager in particular, who comes out and says things in a really cutting way. I think sometimes it can be intentional. I do think they are hiding something. And I do think whatever they are saying is going to bite them in the bum, by the way, at some point. This is just a lesson that they need to learn. Okay, and underneath that we have the Knight of Swords, which is interesting. I have to say also that there has been someone who may be keeping an eye on you romantically, who could be younger than you. Maybe this is online, or just keeping tabs on you in terms of like stalking, essentially. I don't think it's anything bad, but I think it's someone who's keeping an eye on you, maybe hangs around your neighborhood, goes to the same coffee places that you go to, just to keep an eye on you and check in essentially on what you're up to. Because they feel like there's been this missed opportunity and there's a lot of regret here, energy. And there has been a need for them to, move into self-love and mature and grow up, essentially. With the Knight of Swords energy, I feel like this person maybe had moved very quickly to speak their truth, but I do still feel like there was an energy of immaturity here. And this is the energy that is or will be needed, is the energy of divine masculine energy in terms of the Emperor. And I feel like this person has also been building on their finances and, balancing out their finances too. Also, for a lot of you, this card came out in the last collective reading too, in terms of the Emperor, in terms of making sure that you really focus on your career right now, because everything else is going to pan out. And I'm just going to put that there because I feel like this is all related to the last collective reading that I did in terms of the Emperor, making sure that you just stay focused. Okay, I'm putting the love into it. Beautiful. Right, we're going to read the Ina Segal cards here. Someone also wants to give back, and I remember how I mentioned a message as well. There could be a message coming in as well. Beautiful. 6 of coins. Okie dokie. Right, Ina Segal. Yeah, someone may also want to be generous or give you something as well, or give like a payback or even financial gain, like money as well, with the 6 of coins coming in. Maybe someone is indebted to you as well, by the way. All right, 21. Okay, love your body. Create a new perspective of your body. How do you feel about your body? Do you constantly critique it, or do you listen to it and lovingly nourish and cherish it? Any consciously or unconsciously harbored feelings of self-repulsion, rejection, frustration, anger, and guilt will start to weaken various parts of your body. You are being asked to tune in and work on creating a healthy inner environment. What if you could see your physical body as the most incredible, divine, perfectly designed part of you, a place that houses your soul? From that perspective, what food, drink, thoughts, feelings, even relationships would you entertain? When you let go of the painful, traumatic experiences that have caused you to feel unsafe, start to create healthy boundaries and begin to understand more about your divine nature. Your body will become stronger, healthier, and more beautiful. Action. Look at your body. Ask, what am I holding on to in terms of concepts, feelings, programs, and experiences which no longer serve me? What do I do that sabotages my health? Explore thoughts that you think, feelings that come from those thoughts, actions that come from those feelings. Take a pen and paper and write down some loving thoughts you can start to project to your body. Every time a negative thought or a feeling arises, acknowledge it and then replace it with a positive one. Linger on the positive for as long as possible. Okay, so again, there's another message here in terms of boundaries as well. All right, so that is all I have for you, beautiful souls. Please do subscribe, press the subscribe button. Please do press like as well if you like the video. Basically just helps others see my video in terms of the algorithms on YouTube. And if you feel called to comment as well, you're more than welcome to do that too. Also helps other people see as well in terms of resonation. Yeah, all of the info is in the description box. My Instagram is in the description box, and Rick's Instagram is on the description box too. And please do help me name this cat. Ciao for now. Bye.